Why I started the Simple Soulful app was because yoga came from India, but there was no single Indian that had an international standard yoga app. All of them are run by foreigners. I really took it very personally. That's where the idea of the Simple Soulful app came. It's another role. It's an extension of my personality. I don't have to change who I am to be an entrepreneur. I actually was doing commerce. This is before I became an actor because my father was, a businessman. And I think God had another plan. And I became an actor. Thank God for that because I thought at that point I'd be a terrible businesswoman. Not every investment is going to end up or company ends up becoming a unicorn. I got lucky with Mama Earth and I'm so proud that I managed to foresee the future that I did at that point. 5 years ago this was, yeah.
How did you actually get associated with Mama Earth? What brought it on?
So as an actor, you get many opportunities to endorse many brands, and I remember Varun coming to me with this offer, and he wanted me to endorse Mama Earth. And before I endorse any product, I always read the back of the pack, and I do a lot of due diligence before I even say yes. Forget the investment, even if I had to endorse a product. There's a lot of work, there's a lot of no's that happened before the yeses. And I remember Varun giving me a whole lot of products. At that time, there weren't that many products, but those few that he gave me, those mosquito patches I remember, and the shampoos and the no-tear shampoo. And they were all paraben-free and non-toxic and made safe, certified. So I think for a mom, an Indian mom, where I realized that if I needed a paraben-free product, I had to really get it from abroad. This was back in the day. And for me, that really struck a chord with me, that here is a company that's really thinking about, your child's skin, and it's the largest organ. And so it struck me as a mom and then an investor. So I used it on my child and it smelled amazing, it did the job. And those mosquito patches were new for that time, and I put them everywhere. I put them even on me. And it worked, and that's how the deal happened. I said, you know what, I believe in it as a mom, and I really feel that we need something like this. And I said, I won't just be your brand ambassador, I want to invest, and let's see how we can make that happen. And he was more than happy. And I think when you're invested in a company, beyond just leveraging your name, people believe in you more, and people suddenly wake up and think that, oh, if she's invested in it, there must be something to it, So I think it worked both ways because of that.
How did it sort of change you and help you evolve from a celebrity to an entrepreneur as an investor after Mama Earth happened?
It has to resonate with me. The product or whatever it is that I decide to put an investment. I invest in people behind the brand, and I invest in their vision. So for me, it's all about that. It's a synergy of a lot of things put together.
And now, what kind of brands are you looking? You're a restaurateur as well, so she shared it here. So now, going forward, what kind of brands would you want to see yourself associated with?
It's not contrived, Ritu. I am just going to play it by ear. And like, for example, yesterday we announced Wicked Good. I really think that I love the concept of unjunking, the concept of having all the ingredients that you would find in a thali to make a continental dish. So I just love the idea. So for me, I think whatever I invest into, it's stuff that I cannot tell you how many products I say no to. Even as a brand endorser, as an artist, as a celebrity, I think there is an onus and on you when you take up something. You have to live up to it, one, and you are also responsible to the clientele. I just feel that there are a lot of people who endorse products, and I'm like, I would never do that. Like, for example, I would never endorse an aerated drink because it's terrible for your kids, for you, and no matter how much money they would pay me, or a pan masala for that matter, anything that is an absolute no-no for me, my kids, I have to be able to convincingly stand there and say, please buy it. How does one do that? So I'm very, very conscious and conscientious about what I endorse and what I invest into.
No, I
Yes.
think, and that's brilliant to have that kind of spirit in you to say and to walk away from a deal. Sometimes it's
Of course, many.
On the other side, I also see that you're a great proponenter of wellness. With what you've done with the simple, the Soulful app, and overall, I think the way you sort of promoted yoga and how you tell women to, love their bodies and keep themselves fit. And it doesn't matter what age you are, you should just sort of go out, make sure you're flexible, make sure you're fit. So, what brought that on? I mean, when did you decide that this was something that you not only wanted for yourself, but also for other women? You became an ambassador of sorts for all the women to, be healthy, think fit.
I really go out there and I shoot those Monday motivations for my audiences, and I'm like, I do it because it keeps me motivated, to be able to help someone. What's the use of all this knowledge if I'm not going to be able to help somebody? So for me, it's this whole karmic exchange, and that's the reason there's nothing that's hidden, For me, there are no secrets, because there are a few people who like to keep things to themselves. They won't share what they do. I don't belong to that category. So it's really my audiences that keep me going. My zest for life comes from the sheer love that I receive, and I only have heartfelt gratitude, and that's my way of kind of paying back. When there is so much pressure, it's bound to bog you down. It's going to affect your mental state, your physical being, and that's why I prescribe and I've only preached yoga, because it is a science. And answering your earlier question, why I started the Simple Soulful app was because world over, people that have these apps, I realized yoga came from India, but there was no single Indian that had an international standard yoga app. All of them are run by foreigners. And I really took it very personally. I thought, why is it that we don't have really well standard app that can cater to the world over? And that's where the idea of the Simple Soulful app came. And I really hope and request through you, please, it was started so that people could focus on their health, focus inwards. And now we just not only do yoga, we give people solutions and goal-based, what do you call it? So I've made it accessible to people who don't have the time and who cannot afford too much when it comes in the health and wellness space. And today we have nearly 6.4 million users, subscribers, and not just from India but from world over. We have 70 or above 70 different programs catering to men and women, and nutrition aspects that have been covered. And I feel all these things are so important to focus on to have better health. So to answer your question, it's not going to just come to you one fine day. You have to focus on it. You have to work towards it. So if you're going to tell me that, I'm well maintained and I'm looking good today, it's because I focus on it and I'm aware that health is important to me. Not for me to look good, but it's for me to feel good. And that's something that we need to focus on, to feel good.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a huge round of applause to Shilpa. This is making our industry so much more beautiful, and just the right advice. You know, we need to be focused on our health. Work can wait, lots of things can wait, but you know, our health has to be prioritized. So thank you, Shilpa.